Well, hello, it's Rachel Archelaus here. Good to see you. I want to talk today about authority and how you are your own best authority. No one else can make a better decision for you than you. And in the world of mentoring and coaching and guiding and showing, I just wanted to bring this up for you and give you some more feedback that you are the only one who can know the next right step for you, but that sometimes might include a guide. I myself am a coach and a guide of sorts. I am a teacher, and the approach that I take to this is to help guide my client back into their own alignment so that the choice is clear for them to make. It also hooks them up with their path of least resistance so that whatever they're looking forward to or wanting to achieve or experience becomes easy to get to because they're on their path and they know how it feels to move forward on that. And just let your vibration do the work. Let your higher self assemble all the pieces for you, and that way there's a lot less to do and a lot less decision making to make. When you're really tapped into yourself and your own guidance, you'll know exactly what is right for you and what is not right for you. I like to travel a lot, I hike a lot alone, I camp alone, and I feel really comfortable doing that because I'm so tapped into my own guidance. And if I come across a situation that isn't safe for me, I will know it. And it happened just the other day. I was out on a trail with my boyfriend, and we came across a part where the snow had kind of washed off the trail. It was really steep and muddy, and the trail itself was only this wide to begin with, but then it was like vertical around this corner, and I just looked at it and I said no. And I'm pretty used to like wacky situations in hiking. I'm agile, like I can get around things usually, but I just felt a big no when I looked at that, and so we ended up turning around. Same thing, last year I hiked this waterfall, and the actual path down to the waterfall was so steep and muddy. I just didn't like the look of it. I didn't think I could emotionally handle it. I'm sure physically it would have been fine, but I know me, and I would have gotten really freaked out because of the really loud noise that the waterfall was making, and so I just didn't do it. I watched from where I could, and then I turned around. I've been in that situation traveling in my RV as well, where I would, go to a truck stop or a gas station to park overnight, and if I got a sketchy feeling, I would leave. It only happened like twice in all the nights I've spent on the road, but still, I listened to that. And that makes me know that I'm safe doing whatever I want to do. Whether it's going off trail or off road or whatever, if I feel good about it, then I'm really confident and I'm not worried. This can also guide you into situations that you wouldn't normally go in, like again, yesterday I was out hiking and I had only planned on doing this one trail, but then on my way back, I looked and saw there was another trail to another lake, and I thought, I have to go.
Look at that. Hello.
After a little deliberation in my head, which was the usual, I should get home and, I can do it next time. But those thoughts didn't feel good to me. They didn't feel as enlivening as going and doing it. And so I listened to my own inner guidance and I went and I did it. I'm my own authority. It doesn't matter what another person would want me to do or thinks is best for me. At this point, I'm really used to making my own decisions. You can do this too. You can do this in business, in life, in travel, in relationships. You can really trust what your inner guidance is pointing you toward, even if it looks totally contrary to what you ultimately want. One of the biggest things I've done in the last 5 years is had a sabbatical from my long-term relationship. And it wasn't planned. It wasn't something I really even wanted to do. It just kind of had to happen, like we talked about last time. And how do we make our decisions? How do we choose? It just kind of chose me, and it ended up being the best thing for us. We're super happy, in sync, everything's great, and we got back together. So you can't really justify or explain why you're feeling a certain way, why you're feeling called to a certain path, but when you follow through, it's pretty evident on the other side of it. Grab some confidence in your decision making. Decide that you're really going to listen and honor yourself when you're feeling one way or the other about something, regardless of, if you can justify it or reason it away, or if it matches up with what other people want from you. I can tell you, in my life, I'm really used to other people wanting different things for me and not caring and going my own way anyway. And then they're like, oh yeah, okay, I can see that now. So it's just something that you can get used to if you're not used to it already, and will absolutely change your life. It will make it so much easier, so much more fulfilling and relaxed. And when you build up that confidence and that trust in yourself, there's no looking back. Like, you just can't live any other way.
I love being up here so much. It's actually quite chilly. I mean, you probably would think that, but it's like probably 60 degrees. But there's a cool breeze because of all the snow, probably, and the fact that we're at the top of a mountain. It's the perfect day. Like, it's a little overcast, so the sun hasn't been too harsh. This is everything to me. This is like, there's my desk. I'm at work. It's amazing. I love that a couple years ago I was hiking in Phoenix with Eric, and I was like, this is what I want to do. I want to hike during the day and work around that. And here I am, the second day in a row, getting to do that and not having a problem. And I love that when I lived in Shelton as a teenager, I saw this really beautiful yard, and it had all these alpine plants in it, and it just looked untouched. It looked like nobody had ever planted grass there, and like nobody mowed it. It was just beautiful. It was all kinds of rocks, and like now I'm hiking in that. And I love that when I first moved to Arizona, I was like, ooh, what about Utah? And I never went more than 20 minutes into Utah, but I knew Utah was in my future. We always know. We know what we want. We know what we like. I love that when I was 17, I bought my first laptop because I knew I wanted to work for myself, and it was like on a payment plan, and, it was expensive, and it overheated. It actually melted, but I started a little business on that, and it definitely didn't really go anywhere, but it showed me that a stranger would buy something from me. What are your things? Like, what little things really stick out to you about your life? Like, that's so fun. What little tickles have you gotten? Have you listened to or not listened to? I mean, I've gotten a lot more tickles than have necessarily like shown up. I haven't gone backpacking yet, even though I know I want to do it so badly. But I definitely feel like I'm working up to it. Doing hikes like this are getting me in shape for that, to be prepared, to be comfortable, because I don't want to do something I'm not comfortable with. I want it to be fun. So we're always progressing, always moving forward. I love acknowledging that it's a process. We're not here for perfection. We're here to enjoy and enjoy what we can. If we're not enjoying everything in our lives, that's okay. Just put the focus on what you do love. everything is great. Everything is great. And I'm in a place right now where I knew I wanted this, and here I am. And I see a lot of people who are in the same place, but maybe they don't realize, like, oh, I really wanted this. Like, this was really important to me. Now I have another goal, but that doesn't mean this isn't spectacular. You know? We've got to give ourselves more credit, people, because we're amazing.
You can be your own authority, regardless of what the stakes might seem like. You are going to know best. Your higher self is guiding you through that intuition that you have into a better place. Let me know, what is the craziest decision you ever made with your intuition, and how did it turn out in the comments? I would love to hear about it, and I will see you next time. Super love, everybody.